10 things I've learned being a data analyst for about 4 years. First thing is making it through the survival period. Whenever I get into a new job, I'm on my third one right now. Really, that first 3 months is where I just truly lock in, show up on time, do everything right, make friends, just get your footing in the door. That's something that I think a lot of people really miss. More on that. The reason why this is so pivotal is that's where people start forming their opinions of you, and it's way harder for someone to change their opinion on you once it's already been formed, as opposed to you getting it right the first time. So that's why I think that this is super important, and it's the first thing. The second thing is how to look busy. So this can get very fucking autistic and very down to the minutia. I remember at my first job, it kind of just literally depends on where you're actually sitting in your cubicle or whatever. At my first job, I was actually facing a wall, so this is the least advantageous, position that you can be in. And it got to the autistic point where I literally would feel for the vibration of whenever somebody's walking by and you're just oh shit, somebody's here, I need to lock in. Thankfully now, I am in a situation where I can kind of see both doors, and I'm kind of in a insulated environment. It's very compartmentalized from management who's upstairs. I don't want to dox myself, but yeah, looking busy is pivotal. This is probably one of the most important things, and it really just depends on your role. I do data analysis, and if you're not busy, if you don't have shit to do, you could literally just pull up random docs of SQL or something like that, and then literally just study, self-learning. You're killing two birds with one stone. You're increasing your knowledge and, making yourself a better candidate for whenever you want to go to the next job. And you're also looking like that, oh damn, this guy's on this shit, he has some fucking SQL documents open. People don't know what the fuck that is. So that's the second thing, how to look busy. Third thing, it's a little bit cringe because it does get to the 48 laws of power speak, but that is a cringe book overall. But I will say that this advice of making your manager look good, let me not bury the lead, that is pivotal, because your manager really is the person who kind of controls whether you get a raise or not. You can try to skip them and go straight to a VP or director or something like that, but that's usually not going to end well, and I know that from experience. I tried that my first job. I've done a lot of pretty radical changes. That's why I'm on my third job right now, but I've never gotten fired. The only time I ever, leave a job is I just quit for more money. Make your manager look good. That is extremely pivotal. You can do that by not correcting them in meetings, even though they may say something that's dumb as shit, or, being oh yeah, I got this all from you. I'm a pretty good speaker, especially in the tech space. I'm usually the person who has to do presentations and shit like that. And whenever we have a team meeting, whenever there's a sentimental moment, whenever I sense that happening, usually I'll give a little mini 20-second speech, or I'm just oh, I speak for all of us whenever I say, you're doing a great job. So being somebody who can make your manager look good, that is going to really help you. Number 4, be loyal to your team. Being loyal, that is a very important thing to me. Being loyal to your team is extremely important because those are your allies. So there may be people who you kind of like more, who are in different teams, different departments, but at the end of the day, whenever it comes to business, you must make friends with your team members to the best of your abilities. I know it's easier said than done, but especially as a guy, like, dude, it's just business. Like, don't get butthurt over shit. It is what it is. I've had some really annoying coworkers, but at the end of the day, those are my team members, and it's me and them against the other department. Number 5. This one's extremely important, and it goes outside of the career shit. Put yourself and your personal life first. That looks like a lot of things. That kind of ties back to the looking busy thing. I mean, if you've had a long night and you just want to fucking get on your phone and look at Instagram for 80% of the day, like, fucking do that shit. Like, at the end of the day, it doesn't truly matter. Whenever you think about it, does this actually matter? No. The only thing that really matters is the result, the paycheck that you're getting from this. If you could still produce a result while being on Instagram for 80% of the day, so be it. It looks like that, and it also looks like putting your health first, your hobbies first. For me, working out is an extremely important thing. I think that, especially as a man, you should not be out of shape. You should be able to bench your body weight, ideally, after, at least like a few months of training. Eat as healthy as you can. Another thing that's really important is sleep. And this may stem to another video, but I'm a habitual late shower upper. I show up late pretty much consistently, 15 minutes late. And that's just because I understand, like, there's really no consequences for it. My boss shows up like 30 minutes late, and I could show up at my time on the dot, and it really wouldn't make a difference. So that extra 30 minutes of sleep is really going to help me. I am getting that unapologetically. Next is find your voice. This is super important one, and you kind of see this whenever you look at, you ever been in a meeting and it's about some topic, and then the boomer, like Giga Chad, who's been in the company for like 30 years, he just like butts in and like makes everybody shut the fuck up, and it's just like, okay, what's his take, and he says some shit that's like not even relevant to anything. That's because that person has mastered knowing your voice. Like, that's not just like them just trying to say bullshit. That's them like, oh, what does John have to say about this? We want to get his take. Like, we want to get your opinion on this. We want to do this. So you're going to have to start replicating that, like saying shit, even if you don't 100% know what you're saying. And there is an art to that too. Like, you still want to say stuff that's at least partially sound. But to me, that is the maxed out version of knowing your voice. So yeah, it's just something that it's a muscle. You're going to have to develop it. Number 7, learning to be at home at work. For me, this looks like whenever I'm at work, I'm really chilling. Like, I'm leaning back. I have all my snacks. Like, I have my coffee, I have my phone. I have like shit to fidget with at my desk. I put my head back, close my eyes sometimes. I make friends with my coworkers, flirt with the girls there and shit like that. It's just like, I'm not just like, oh, fuck, I gotta go to work, because I really, if anything, work is like a home away from home. I know that sounds like a capitalism in-game nightmare, and maybe it is, maybe it's just a cope, but to me, that's very advantageous, and it makes shit. Sorry, hopefully y'all can't hear that fucking loud-ass car revving outside, but anyways, yeah. Learn to be at home at work. That is a very, very big thing. So, holy shit. It's fucking somebody's engine popping outside. I should probably close my windows for this, but fuck it, I've already started. Number 8, focus your efforts on meaningful work. This basically means don't be if you ever heard the term spinning your wheels, or like on a hamster wheel where you're doing a shit ton of work but you're not actually doing anything, you need to pick out what is gonna actually advance yourself and how you are seen at the company. And that is really, whenever you break that down, strip it down to the basics, it's really just like, what does your manager want? What does your manager's manager want? What does your manager's manager want? You know, what do the C-suite executives want? And where is the company really headed? You need to be contributing to that. A lot of people fall through the trap, especially in IT, of just trying to do like these like flashy bells and whistles, and like, oh look, it shines, it like pops, it has good, it has haptic feedback, it has all this shit. It's just like, dude, like, you are spending way too much time on some shit that people really don't give a fuck about. You just need a basic application, and yeah, it just needs to be functional. So focus your efforts on meaningful work. Number 9, stand up for yourself. And this one's just, it's a little bit sentimental, it's a little bit gay, but fuck it, I wanted to put it in there. Kind of going to the making a good first impression, and making it through that survival mode period. This is one thing where it's really just about nipping it in the bud. And like, if you do it the first time somebody tries to be passive aggressive to you, and you stand up for yourself, then they're probably not going to do that again. So it really just depends on your style. Me personally, the way I usually stand up for myself is I'm not usually a very direct person whenever it comes to this. So I am very good at the passive aggressiveness. I'm very good at like the snark, being a bitch, so being a dick to people, being snarky if somebody gives it back. I'm an extremely nice person, very mild mannered. Yes ma'am, no ma'am. Actually, I just lied. I don't say yes ma'am, no ma'am anymore, but open the doors and shit like that. So, but if somebody like pisses me off, then I do know how to get into that snark battle. So, standing up for yourself. And finally, number 10, don't take it too seriously. Like, it's important, but it's not sacred. You are trying to show up, but it's really just a performance. Sometimes it feels like a theater. Leave your shit at the door and just go in and start performing. It's all fun. Like, I think as a man, you should probably be pretty good at this. Like, dude, at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. What are they gonna do? Like, hit you? Like, nobody's gonna hit you. Nobody's gonna punch you. Nobody's gonna get actually hurt. Worst case scenario, you're gonna get fired. You'll be fine. Don't go too crazy. Don't be stressing yourself out over it. Don't be fucking killing yourself over it and shit like that. Like, yeah, you just need to show up, do your job, have fun, perform, go home, focus on yourself. So yeah, those are 10 tips or things that I've learned being a data analyst for 4 years. Thanks. Leave a like if you like this video, and leave a comment if you have another tip that you think I missed. I may read it, may not. But yeah, thanks guys.